be exactly what we do.
This chair has more give to it than I thought it would.
I am sorry about that. I have not had anybody sit in that chair in ages.
Yeah.
So
That's not
It's-
true.
it's holding me
yeah,
up.
I saw you have Jeff Goldblum in that chair last week.
okay, well, that was rude of you. First off, we weren't supposed to tell Eric that Jeff was on the show yet. We paid him a lot of money and we used Eric's money. So you really you know what? You explain to Eric
Okay. Look,
why we used his money to
You
hire
know-
Jeff Goldblum.
you know the new Jurassic Park movie coming out?
Yeah.
Well, we had him on to do a little promo, little interview for the show.
Yeah, I know a lot of
Uh,
places are doing like reviews of the original Jurassic Park trilogy and whatnot. Now's a good time to get in on the hype.
Yeah, for sure. Dinosaurs and shit. We were just asking what's his favorite. Did he have a lot of time, good times working with the creatures? Was there a lot of trouble on the set with the raptors? We didn't know,
Yeah.
So we were just asking.
My favorite part about this is you have not addressed the fact that we used Eric's money from the
Well,
Patreon.
I was getting to it.
Okay.
The point being is bad news. You're not getting paid this week.
Yeah.
Well,
So I hope you like eating.
Also, we're going down to one episode a week. So
Oh.
you were getting paid half anyways,
right.
but now you're not getting paid at all. The funny thing,
I mean-
Jeff Goldblum, all it takes to get him on the show is $70,000.
Huh.
I mean,
I could have used that to live, but that's pretty impressive.
you get $70,000 every week. $140,000
Yeah.
every week until now. I'm sure you have money in the bank.
you could just buy less insulin.
Remember those
Honestly,
conversations we've had about cocaine?
Oh, okay. That's why you cut all your hair. Did you
Yeah.
sell your hair?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just,
To an old gypsy lady.
one, get off cocaine, and then two, stop buying as much insulin as you do.
Yes.
Hey, look, you can't tell me how much insulin I'm supposed to have.
Okay, look, just stretch
You're
it
not
out.
even diabetic.
Yeah, just stretch it out. Yeah, you're not even diabetic.
Like,
Look,
why are you?
I'm tired of these diabetic people just hoarding all the insulin. Okay, insulin is for everyone.
The
You can't
Donald
use-
Trump
you
approach.
can't use the excuse if it's good for them, it's good for me.
That's what I do.
What does it even do for you? Like, if you weren't diabetic, what would it?
Welcome to AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
I'm insulin-ridden Eric.
Yeah.
And I'm diabetic.
Were you about to ask, like, what does it do if you inject yourself with insulin?
Yeah.
You would go into a coma.
Yeah.
You would most likely
So
go
like
into a coma.
too much and too little sugar will kill you.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
the big kind of problem with being a diabetic in
Too
general.
much sugar is like too much. Okay, so like, no, give me that. You are not getting that. Get the
Bro
fucking
saw that and he was just like
get the
fidget
fidget
spinner.
cube out of that drawer right there. Get the fidget cube and give it to Will.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable turning around in this chair.
All right,
Feels
all
like
right.
it's kind of gonna like fall apart
So
if I
the,
put too much stress on it.
Yeah. So the way that that blood sugar works, Will, is that your blood sugar can go down to about 60 without you falling completely into a coma. At 60, you basically fall into a coma, and then you go to fucking Lebanon or whatever. And I don't know where the fidget cube is, so
That's
you're just gonna have
okay,
to
I'll
live
just
with
suffer.
it.
This
Yeah, you're just
man
gonna
in
have
his
to live with
mid-20s is gonna go to Lebanon.
it. Yes, that's what. Yeah, you go to Lebanon.
Okay.
So like, your normal blood sugar is about 100, right? 90 to 100.
Yeah.
Your blood sugar can get up to about 400 before you like go into a coma from being too high. All you'll do is get really, really sleepy. So taking insulin would be way more dangerous than not taking insulin.
It's
What I'm
actually-
trying to say is diabetics are hoarding all of the insulin,
Yeah.
and that they really shouldn't be.
So
Eric's right.
wait. Second lesson on
I'm
this.
tired of
Yeah.
the
If you're insomniac, you should do insulin.
yes. Shit
Actually,
tons
yeah,
of it.
actually, yeah. You could inject
Fuckloads of insulin.
Yeah. To take I don't know, like 7 cc's. Like wake up and take
What's
7
a
cc.
CC?
A
It's-
milliliter.
It's
Why do they call it CC?
It's an older measurement.
It's carbon
Oh.
copy from the email. You know the email?
Yeah.
You know what the email is? Yeah, it's that.
Fairly certain it's not that. but
Yeah, it is actually.
It's
Do you know the government tracks printing stuff from yellow ink?
what?
what
Yeah.
the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so the government tracks printing stuff from yellow ink. Break that down for me, because
Apparently-
the government tracks something. I get that part. From yellow ink doesn't make any
printing shit
goddamn
with
sense
yellow
to me.
ink?
Yeah,
Uncle
apparently
Sam
there's
wants to
some
know.
kind
you
of-
have to have yellow ink to make green, so I'm starting to think like everything that's green is tracked
Apparently,
by the
there's.
government.
I don't really know the whole details about it. It's probably a conspiracy, like a wild conspiracy. But
Like most
Birds
of them.
aren't
what-
real.
Yeah.
you know what's funny about that? Actually, is
Birds actually
we've been saying
aren't
that
real.
we've been saying that for years.
Yeah.
But like I've seen several, and of course they've done this, but like I've seen several drones that are like it was like, oh look, the government made bird drones.
Yes, yeah.
I mean,
It's like okay.
Honestly, that could just
I
be
don't
guys on the internet making bird drones and be like, they're not real, just to scare everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think that disguising like surveillance equipment as local flora and fauna is a new idea.
I'm just waiting for when like we actually start valuing bird watchers and we're just like, hey, Sean, that red-crested robin over there, that native, and he's just like gets his goggles out and he's looking at it and he's like,
Yeah.
fuck no, that's a fucking Fed.
It's just a
Shoot it.
gunshot and Sean dies. He's like, God damn it, God damn it. Gets on his stomach, starts crawling away, gets in a bush, pulls out a gun, like pulls the slide back.
Fuck, they got the drones in the air!
Fires three times over his shoulder behind the tree.
Admittedly, if a drone just randomly hovers into my backyard, then yeah, I'm gonna. If I
Yeah.
know it's a drone, and
If a drone flies into my backyard,
And that
I'm going to
motherfucker-
take off my pants.
If I
That
see an
motherfucker
Iranian
better have,
drone
like,
in my
police-
yard, I will shoot at it.
like, no, I'm saying like the drone better goddamn have like police on it, and in which case I will call the police and confirm
gonna
what the fuck
see-
is going on.
Yeah.
But if it does not, it is getting blasted out the
Hello,
sky.
how are you
my
gonna
brother
know
is a
it's
police
the-
officer,
how
and
are
I
you-
would like to know what the fuck you're
Yeah.
doing.
How are you going to know
Yeah.
it's police
Wh-
until like
white
it's on the
privilege.
I don't
ground
really like-
in pieces and
Yeah,
it says
yeah.
police and you go, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't really do stuff that the police would need.
Yeah.
Like,
what if the drone was on the ground and you're just like, fuck it.
Oh, fuck.
lights, like,
look,
flicker
my
on.
brother's a police officer. Please don't. Bang! 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 And Eric's dead.
Sir,
That's where Eric dies.
that is you've struck an officer. We're gonna have to take you in.
I meant to say they kill
Oh my
him
God.
because he doesn't like put
He's
his
got
hands up or
privileges.
something.
He's
Yeah,
got
that's
privileges.
true.
What if they
He's
count-
white. I forget he's white.
what if they count the drones as like attacking a police officer?
Oh,
No,
they
it'd be
will.
like
They
attacking
will.
a police dog.
Yeah, they're
it'll be
gonna-
the same thing as
they're gonna-
attacking.
Well,
a police
that I
dog.
get.
Absolutely.
That's fine. I'd kill
Yeah, 'cause
someone
dogs
trying
are
to stab my
useless
dog
and-
too. So that's
Yeah.
like, you know, it's an
They're gonna name him
instant.
Droney McDrone Face and googly eyes.
Yeah, they put a fucking furry tail on him. Yeah.
And a furry tail and googly eyes. Yep, there you go. That'll do it.
Somebody draw that.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna fucking be that on the
Just
side
take
of the
a
cop
picture
car.
of a drone and then just put fucking googly eyes and, a little
furry
fox tail
Dude,
on it.
Patrick's gonna do that. Patrick, that's the thumbnail.
What if
Big
that's
fluffy
the
fox
thumbnail.
tail.
What if we just see cops starting getting those like shy drones that are like
The shoddy ones, like the really shitty ones that you're
you know
like
I say that I already
$60.
know they're using the Marquis what's that fucking the Marquis
Lockheed Martin.
The Marquis de Sade.
yeah Lockheed Martin
Yeah, the Count of Monte Cristo. I think is
Reaper
what you're
drones.
thinking
I know they're already using those Reaper drones to surveillance like LA and stuff.
of. Reaper drones to surveil LA.
Yeah.
I mean, you
guess
just
in-
use whatever drone is the one you
Yeah,
use
but I
to
mean,
do
like
that. If
in
it-
the current situation, I guess, because like there's already like military there, but like Reaper drones are not used for surveillance.
They were using it like before. It can be used for both, but it is. I mean, like
It's
It's
a
just-
plane.
it's-
A
you
Reaper
can-
drone is a small plane.
yes, it is. It's like
Yes.
as big as this table.
Yeah,
it's just
yes.
an unmanned aerial vehicle.
Yeah, I know, but like
Like,
you wouldn't
it's-
really use that for surveillance because
Yeah,
it
you would.
goes so goddamn fast.
You don't put real people in danger. You just throw a remote control
Also,
camera.
like supposedly they don't
the whole
harm
point of-
them, but
My-
like
my
it's
point is,
10,000
like-
feet in the air. So how do you know?
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. My point was like it's way too expensive to use those for such a
No,
small
it's
task.
the United States government. They
That's
don't
true.
care.
I mean,
we do have a bloated
they're
military
expensive
budget.
Lockheed
to-
Martin's getting paid.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
hold on. I would say they're
Nine go up.
they're definitely stupidly expensive to make, but they're
Patrick,
not
put up
stupidly
the amount on screen. How much does it cost to make a Reaper drone?
but they're not super stupidly expensive just to operate.
Patrick, see
If
if you
you've
can find out how
already
much they
got
cost to
them,
operate.
If you already got them, then why not use them? You
Look
know?
up how
a
much
guy
it-
using an Xbox controller.
look
I know
up-
what it is.
Look up how much a drone operator makes in the military.
Okay, yeah. Patrick, put that up on screen. I
It's
thought of
not
something
gonna be
really
much.
funny recently.
The military doesn't
yeah,
pay
I was
anyone
gonna say
very
it's
much.
the military. It makes like $12 an hour.
The trick
It
about
depend-
being
it
in the
depend on your
military
rank,
is
right?
you've got no, not really. Like the trick about being in the military is you will be given like multi-million-dollar equipment. God knows what state it'll be in when you get it. But like you'll still be paid dick all, but you get to use all of that stuff.
You're missing one part of this too. They don't give you any of that money until you're out. Like it compounds as you're in there.
I mean, you get paid while
Yes,
you're in
but
there,
you get
but
they put an amount away for you, and then when you get out, you get like $12,000.
That's
It's
because
like
a
being
bunch
in the
of-
Mormons.
Yes,
that's because
exactly.
it's well, no, it's
They-
more like
that's-
because a lot of people who join the military are like overexcited 18 and 19-year-olds who know dick all about money. And
Yeah, the average age of a Marine is like 22.
Hold on. I
the military
feel the
basically
need
gives
to
you a
point
free
out
savings account.
The
basically.
average Mormon is an 18 to 19-year-old who just got out of their parents' house, joining the church, and getting the money their parents saved up and investing like the Mormons want them to do.
Oh, I was going to say, are their parents Mormons?
Usually.
Okay, I was going to say, because that helps, because you've got multiple wives that can give you an allowance.
I mean,
that's the
Or
thing
like
you
what
never
they're
think
supposed
about.
to do is like put in a nest egg or whatever it's called.
You think the kids ever play that shit? Because,
What?
like, you remember being a kid and being like, I want this thing. I know I should ask my mom instead of my dad.
Oh, let me.
So
So
then they're like,
in
I'll
the
ask
United
my
States-
third mom.
in the United States, they're
Just
not
keep
allowed
asking
to practice.
different moms.
No,
over and over.
in the United States, they're not allowed to practice that.
Yeah, I know, but in Utah, it doesn't matter because it's Salt Lake City.
It
Well,
does.
what's
no,
entire-
they don't give a
They
shit.
might
I don't
hide
see-
it, but they
Have compounds where
I
it's
don't see
legal.
I bet
anything
the
wrong
feds
with-
fucking have FBI agents
There
in
are
Utah.
no, there
Okay.
are
Fucking,
straight
hey,
up
bitch, you wanna,
television
I got
shows.
2 wives right now. You want to marry me?
Hold up. Okay, so like polygamy is definitely illegal. What's wrong with setting money aside for your children when they grow up?
I didn't
Isn't
say
that
nothing
just
What
was
the
wrong
fuck?
with
He
that.
didn't say
What are you
anything
talking
about that,
about
Eric.
that?
Ever since you cut your hair off, you don't understand anything.
Yeah,
My
you
brain
just-
was
you're-
contained mostly
You put
in my
all the
hair.
hair in your ears, and I don't understand.
That makes sense. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the
didn't
longer
say
my
anything
hair is,
about
the
it.
smarter I am.
I
Yeah,
said,
no,
I said
that-
that was the smart thing. That was the reason I compared them to the military.
No, dude, that like the new version of like Jersey Shore is Mormon wives. There's a television show about this.
Yeah,
That's how
you know,
legally.
you know
thought
what
we
the
were
thing about
talking
reality
about-
TV is it's fake though.
No, these people are real. Like these people, like they are confirmed real Mormons. They are like
Aren't they
7 women.
divorced?
All the
Huh?
people
Are they
in reality
divorced?
TV
No,
are
it's
real.
like 7
They're
women
just-
who live with one man, and the man never shows up, and then they just argue with each other.
I
believe they're divorced.
I just got to put something out
Wait,
there.
what?
All of the actors in normal movies are real people. It's just whether or not what they're doing on
They are
camera is
actually
an accurate
Mormons.
representation
They're
of what's
actually
going
Mormons,
on.
and they're like they
I'm not-
have sex parties and stuff, like on television. This is a real thing in
They do
modern
not
day.
have
You-
sex parties
You have
on
not
television.
watched the Meat Canyon video on this?
I have.
Yeah, see, it's a real thing.
Well, look up if they're divorced.
But anything.
This is multiple families.
I
of
understand
women.
what it
I'm
is.
just
Look
saying,
up if they're
all
divorced.
of them.
Yeah.
Look up if
Yes.
all of them are divorced.
Yes.
Okay, well, hold on.
They're-
Look up
not
if the
all-
guy with the 12 wives are divorced.
Wait, do you mean like they're all not together now, or that they've divorced before?
That's what I'm asking. Are they all still a family with the one guy?
Are all the women on Mormon Wives, the TV show, are divorced?
are divorced?
Yeah, I'm asking the Chinese this question. That's what you do with a
That's
real
what
good
we
question.
Trust.
I was
You
thinking
gotta
earlier.
have that Zoomer grammar, though.
I was thinking earlier something that I would really like to fucking do, and what I thought would be really good was like, you ever had like a friend come to you and be like, "Look, I've got a thing, and I really need you to like look at it and tell me if it looks okay or if I need to go to the hospital."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm that guy for a lot of
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Just don't say the hospital part. Be like, look, I need you to look at this and like say, just look at it because I can't tell myself. And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah. And then you just pull your pants down and pull out your dick, and then they're like, it looks
Normal?
what? And you go, what do you think?
What if
I need you to
What
look
if you
at
pulled
this.
it out
Yeah.
and they were just like,
I mean, that's what always happens when I whip my dick out.
and then you pulled them back and they're like, oh, no, it looks normal.
Yeah,
dude."
that exact
It's
same
fine.
voice out of Will too. That's what your wife sounds like. You fucking cuck.
Well, I mean, I pull my dick out when playing bingo a lot with all the old people.
What? Yeah,
It happens, and then they all start
they get
screaming,
divorced?
and
That's
then
a common point of confusion. The show you're likely referring to is Sister Wives, not Mormon wives. Here's a breakdown regarding divorce among the women. Not all were divorced initially. Divorce happened during the show. Original premise, documentation of polygamous family navigating life together. Later seasons are documenting the breakdown of that family structure, culminating in the divorces and separations. That seems like something you would want to watch.
Sister Wives is different than the Mormon wives.
Sister Wives hit different. I understand what you're saying. I mean, yeah, they couldn't call it
I
Mormon
want my
wives. That's a little
to be
bit.
sisters.
Okay, so it definitely is incest. If you're a Mormon, you marry 2 sisters and they both have sex with you, that is incest. Yes or no?
No.
Sex with you?
Yeah.
As long as they
I mean,
don't have
but-
sex with each other, it's
Well,
not incest.
Oh no, what if it's a 3-way?
They're whatever the equivalent of tunnel buddies is for women, and that's just.
I mean, to
Well,
my
if it's a
understanding,
3-way, is it incest?
to my understanding,
pole friends, they're pole friends.
my general understanding of that whole setup is
But that
it's,
does not answer my question.
it's not orgies. It's one at a time kind of deals. I mean, so
Not in the porn I watch, man.
And on the porn I watch.
I've gotten
Yeah, I
really
don't
into
think-
watching Mormon porn recently, and that is a true statement.
What is Mormon porn? What's
There's a
that?
lot of it. You'd
no,
be surprised.
why does it deserve that tag?
I mean, Twilight.
Because
Twilight
they
is
look like
Mormon
Mormons.
porn.
Hold on,
I
I'll
don't
pull
know-
it up. You'll see what I
don't know
mean.
what that means.
Most of like the big like monster romance stuff was written by Mormons. Stephanie Meyer's a Mormon.
Oh yeah, well they're wildly repressed. so
Yeah, so they write all the stuff about monsters
I'm not
fucking them.
shocked. That's a
Oh.
big.
Hold
dick.
on, see? Look, you tell me this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Is it because they dress in white a lot?
Oh God.
I don't know,
This
they
is
just
not
look like
the-
people to
What's
me.
the
I
other
know,
one?
right?
What's the other one? It's not X videos. What's the other one you can still get to in Mississippi?
Oh hey, did you
Fuck,
just see
I
that
just
the
use
Supreme?
X videos, man.
Okay.
Did you see that the Supreme Court passed another
Brazzers still works, but you gotta pay for that.
porn ban thing?
Porn ban thing?
Yeah, so like basically the Supreme Court said that states are now even more in control of banning porn sites, and they have like weird carve outs for like sites that paid them off.
Hold
and
on, I
stuff like
found
that.
the website. MormonGirlsWithAZ.com.
Oh my.
All right, Team Skeet. I have to agree to enter. All right, what every
This does
fantasy?
not look safe.
This is what? No, this is
This-
not safe. I
this
have.
is
Don't worry, I
giving
have an
me some
antivirus. It'll be okay.
2003,
Okay.
2004
Also, was that Team Shaft?
flashbacks.
Yeah, that's Team Shaft, dude.
What they got?
I don't know. I honestly, MormonWives.com or
Team
Mormon
Skeet.
Girls with a Z just goes to teamskeet.com, and it just doesn't look like they even.
Where's the beef? In
Point
my
being,
ass?
tell me these aren't fucking Mormons. The whole deal here is that they're in the fucking like white clothes
Yeah.
and they're in a fucking tie.
Yeah.
See, look, this is
Well, I mean,
Mormon porn.
I just feel like you'd get the same if you looked up religion.
Okay,
I mean,
fucking
that's just dudes in white button-up
I'm
shirts
on.
fucking a chick.
You want religion or religious? There are 261.
Religious. I
Okay.
bet you get the same result religious.
Well, some of them are just gonna be the Mormon porn. So
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I mean, so
oh my word. I have found something very
CNC mom.
special. What is this
Ooh.
called?
Oh, that's
she
Amish.
screwed up the butter, and every client got to free use her with Jesse Rogers,
Oh,
CNC mom.
it's like they're not Mormons, but
This is wait.
Amish.
Amish.
Yeah, Amish.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. The
Damn, in
quality.
ass.
Yep. He's getting it.
Oh my God, Patrick! Just put this up and then like blur
Jed-
out the left.
Jedediah over here on the side.
Like nobody gives a shit. I love that. Man, I wish I was a fucking Mormon living out, not the fucking Mormon, an Amish living out there in the goddamn wastes.
No, you
Watching
don't.
some
You would hate
woman
being
get
Amish.
fingered behind us. No,
You-
dude. I mean,
you'd
I would
hate
have.
being Amish.
I would have
wouldn't
no
mind
worries.
The fantasy scenarios like this.
Yes, the thing that definitely happens.
Putting up barns all the time probably would be a little less fun.
You would catch Patrick
No,
dead
it-
putting up a barn.
No, hell no. I put up a fucking barn. God damn.
I have no
thought
problem with-
everybody gets to free use her. It looks like it's just one guy gets to
No,
free
look,
use her.
you haven't even.
Damn, he's
Yeah.
showing her what to do, dude. All right,
Showing
I gotta get
him.
off this. This is a visual bit. I'm sure Patrick's gonna download this entire thing. Can I save
He
this?
says that having
Just-
lying about
There
it
we
not
go.
already
Minimize
being
the-
on his hard drive.
Just minimize the
has to-
website. Just minimize the website.
I've got to just go ahead and download this
just minimize the website.
just for posterity's
Just
sake.
minimize the
Ah,
website.
okay.
I taste
yeah,
tested the
let's just-
greens. They're pretty all right.
All right.
That's
Well,
good.
I don't
I'm glad
like
your greens
greens.
okay.
Eric brought a fucking a pot, like a big one. I mean like a foot tall pot
Yeah.
of turnip greens. And no, there is not a foot's worth of turnip greens in here.
No,
Turnip greens are
not-
all at the
not that
bottom.
much, yeah.
I'm saying like 2
Well,
inches up.
to be fair, when you put them in fresh, it actually filled it up about this high.
That's what happens
and then
when
they
I
all get
fuck my
rendered
wife, too.
down as you
He
start
won't let us
going.
reach into
It's
the
not
pot
what
though.
happens.
He only lets us dunk our heads in and get them out like they're apples.
Yeah, it's bobbing for apples with his
Yeah.
turnip greens.
Yeah.
Put a bunch of vinegar in there just to make sure we're really having a good time.
That's what he boiled them in.
Just boiled in vinegar and hot sauce.
That's what I like on my turnip greens. No lie, I just dunk that shit in vinegar and hot sauce.
really.
Yeah. No, like that Louisiana shit that's like vinegar, but it's got a bunch of peppers in it. That's what I
Huh.
put on my turnip greens. I don't like
Interesting.
turnip greens. I like vinegar and hot sauce.
Okay,
Honestly,
fair.
that is what I'm trying to say.
See,
I don't like food. I like hot sauce.
You don't
That's
like
what I'm
food. You like seasonings.
saying. No, I like sugar and I like hot sauce.
those are seasonings.
No, sugar is not a seasoning.
It
Sugar
can
is
be.
a thing that is in every single thing in
Because
America.
it makes every single thing in America taste good and be more addictive.
Therefore, do I like food or do I like sugar?
You just said sugar
Quid
is
pro
food.
quo,
So
I like sugar, or is that the wrong terminology? No, it's vis-a-vis.
I'm addicted to sugar.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Everyone in this room is addicted to sugar.
Except for me at the moment. No,
Yeah.
I broke that shit, but I'll tell you, that shit gave me the sweats for like 3 days.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Makes you
Honestly.
irritated.
Yeah, no, actually, not at all. Realistically, it was way easier than getting off of cigarettes. But most things are way easier than getting off of cigarettes.
Yeah,
I
that's
swear to
like-
God, you get off cigarettes, you can get off heroin.
Yeah, it's harder. It's harder to get off cigarettes than it is heroin, statistically speaking.
Nicotine is the most addicting chemical that we have.
I think part of the
Look, it's
reason
not that
for
hard.
that.
Just stop thinking about it.
Exactly. Good
yeah,
point.
sure,
point.
good, great.
Yeah.
I'll put
Good
a
idea.
fucking.
It's easy.
I never realized it. I just quit smoking.
You know,
Son of a bitch.
Eric, you know what the answer to that is? You just take a 9 caliber aspirin. 9 caliber. A 9 caliber aspirin is the biggest fucking bullet in the world. Or would that be the tiniest bullet? I'm thinking of 9 gauge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
9 gauge would be pretty big.
Yeah.
No, 9 would be just tiny.
Yeah, you're right.
It'd be like
a
your
fucking,
fingernail.
Honestly,
it's
enough
not-
to kill a man.
Not huge. 9.
It'd probably be like, your fingernail. Basically.
I don't fucking know. 9 gauge, is that like gauges in your ear?
Because like a 22 is about.
Yeah,
like
the
what your-
smaller the number, generally.
Oh, okay.
the-
Well, then,
the
yeah,
bigger.
a 9 gauge is like very tiny. It'd be like a big sewing needle. And honestly, that's the way I want to go out. If the podcast ever becomes anything and I'm starting to make money off of this, I want you guys to take me out back and shoot a sewing needle into my head.
Okay.
Okay.
I always wanted to recreate that
That
gun off of Onimusha 2.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like a series of tubes filled with needles.
Visualizing that, I love the fact that probably
if
wouldn't
it
kill me
takes-
immediately.
If it
That
takes
would-
No, it
more
would-
than
it
one
would
shot,
really- a lot.
Either that or I wouldn't feel it at all.
And then you'd
depending on
like
what part of my
slowly
brain.
hemorrhage or something
Yeah.
like that.
if it doesn't kill you in one go,
It'd be like getting hit in the head with an
Can we
arrow.
recreate that photo, like that famous photo with that guy like shooting the other guy in the head?
Oh yeah, the Taiwanese.
Yeah,
no, the
the Vietnam
Vietnam
one.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
astronauts?
absolutely.
Oh, I
Yes,
thought I was thinking the meme one.
The Vietnam
Yeah.
astronauts.
Vietnam.
Vietnam
Honestly,
How'd your
astronauts.
Vietnam go?
Put it in the AI.
Yeah,
Vietnam astronauts.
Vietnam. Okay, yeah. Hold on.
And
What
make
happens-
sure it's one of the ones that can create
on, let me
porn
get- let me
because
get-
I'm
I was
just
gonna
saying.
say, let me get the fucking Amish porn off first. we got other stuff. If I just put in, did you say Vietnam or Nam?
Vietnam.
Astronauts.
Hey,
Yes.
ask.
I've never done this before. What happens if you just put nonsense into the AI with like
Let's
no prompt?
see if it understands.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Vietnam astronauts. Let's see.
Yes.
The user just asked Vietnam Okay, so yeah, it thinks I'm asking for Vietnam astronauts. Wait, what? The user asked Vietnam astronauts, which seems like a typo. Given the previous context about Pakistan's creation and a TV show, this sudden shift to astronauts suggests they might be multitasking or had a random thought. Vietnam is almost certainly Vietnam. Autocorrected wrong. Common mobile typo. Fuck you. Fuck you.
said
Then it
you
just
were
gives me
stupid.
Yeah, then it just
Son
gives
of
me
a
Vietnam
bitch.
astronauts. In which there are none.
I didn't
I
think
would
there
like
were.
you to No, there's absolutely none.
I don't know if they have a space.
It does say
program.
over there no Vietnamese women have flown to space yet, so it kind
Okay,
of
so-
thinks that we're talking about
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Vietnamese
Maybe
women.
Vietmoms. Like,
Yeah,
is there a
that's
Vietnamese
what I wanted. I want
woman?
some Vietmoms.
What
Yeah.
happens? Now, the better question is, what happens if I put Vietmam into X videos?
We got a lot of
There we
Vietnam
go.
porn.
You think so? You
I'm
think
not
there's a
sure.
thing? What about Vietmam.com?
I
Is
wouldn't
that-
trust that.
Okay.
If not, try Vietmommy.
Vietmam.com is on sale for $3,595.
Oh, it's a damn domain.
Okay.
Ew.
Well, what other domains can we find
Come
on
on.
sale? Can we
Where
find
am I supposed to find Vietnamese MILF?
Oh yeah, what about Viet MILF?
No.
Viet
Come
MILF?
on, hold
Okay,
on,
yeah,
hold on.
no, that's good. I don't have my glasses on. Vietmilf.com?
Yeah.
Okay. Or .mom.
Hopefully it's cheap.
It's not even a thing that
We
anybody
can own
owns.
that.
We can own Vietmilf.com.
Ooh.
Patrick, buy Vietmilf.com and put
Do
put the podcast on it.
Do it
Put it on
immediately.
screen. Woo! Hold
There
on.
we go. We got it, boys.
Hold on, I want to see how
We
much that
did it.
costs. If I go to GoDaddy and then go like, how much is Vietmom.com?
God, I cannot believe GoDaddy's still a thing.
Yeah, they had some very confusing advertisements in the
Vietmom.com
2010s.
is taken?
What?
What? No, it's
Viet
not.
MILF. Viet MILF.
Oh, Viet
Remember,
MILF, right, I'm
Vietnam
sorry.
was $3,500.
That's right, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
somebody else took it to
Viet
sell it.
MILF for 1 cent.
Buy it now. Buy it now. Buy it now. now.
Buy it now. Make it yours. Add
Hurry
it to
up.
the cart.
Get that shit in there.
Looks good. Keep going.
I want that shit in my veins.
Should we buy .net, .info, .xyz, and .store as well?
It's your money, so I'll give you leeway on that. I just want us to own.
Patrick, put up what you did with that information going forward. I'm guessing he bought it and then put a bunch of cool stuff on there.
I'm gonna guess
definitely
he
not.
forgot-
Bambi!
It's just
Just Bambi.
No, you gotta ask permission. Don't if you're gonna do that. Don't ask.
yeah,
ask
I'll have to
permission.
ask Toast.
I'm gonna guess you'll forget, and then you'll be editing it, and then remember, and then you'll go, fuck it.
That's possible.
Yeah, because the problem here is that it says that $21.99 after my first 3-year term. So for the first year, it will only cost me 1 cent. Over the next 2 years, it will cost me $50.
And then you got to pay website tax.
Yeah,
For owning a website. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So for 1 year, for 1 cent, you could own VietMilf,
VietMilf.com.
unless you were to sell it to somebody for a profit,
I forgot.
You
I didn't
could.
put Viet Milf.
and that would be
Oh, yep, we
the
still haven't checked
capitalistic
it in
way,
there.
baby.
This is quite a podcast. We're just
Hey,
looking.
hey!
One video.
One video.
What? Oh my God! There's a username, just Viet Milf.
Oh, okay.
Damn! All right.
My
Good
stepsister-in-law giving me head for
That's-
10
Dude
minutes.
has such a small penis.
God damn.
That's-
Yeah,
it's
he's
like fully
Vietnamese.
erect, but it's like
Nah,
I don't know.
It didn't seem that small.
Will fucking
seriously,
self-report.
it's a little-
He's like,
little thin.
no, actually, it's very. That's a very normal
huge.
size.
That's a huge.
That's a
penis.
huge penis.
Nah, it just seems like a normal penis.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems a little on the smaller side to me.
Patrick, put that penis up. Everybody in the comments, tell us what you think about that penis
I
size.
don't know. Maybe it was the
Patrick,
angle.
I'm saving this as
Patrick,
Viet Milf.
reshape that penis into an ice cream cone.
What?
What? Okay, yeah. You know what? Yeah, Patrick, go do that
okay.
goddamn work. You know what
There we
happens
go.
if you don't? We're deleting the entire podcast.
Yeah,
That's
We're
what you want,
deleting the
Patrick.
channel.
Yeah.
We're
Isn't
deleting
it?
the podcast. We're deleting I'll review anything.
Yes, I'm killing Eric. That's what
He's gonna
happens.
kill me.
That's
Yep.
what happens if you don't do that shit. God damn, I can't wait to kill Eric.
He put poison in the greens I made earlier, so
Yeah, that's the hot sauce, quote unquote.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so
let's
boys, what's
talk
up?
Politics.
Okay, finally, it's the politics hour of the show. We're done with Viet Milf.
It's true.
On to talking about
just like to-
politics.
I'd just like to address the allegations since
Yes.
we're moving into this.
Mhm.
I did cut my hair.
Yes, it's true.
I did.
It's true.
Well,
I
now
did. And it had a lot to do with the rape.
What about the images with Elon Musk? Of you on the yacht with Elon Musk
That
and the 6-year-old.
What about the images of you in Paris 1943?
Would
I
you
can
say
confirm that a rape occurred,
Yes.
but I cannot affirm who was
that
involved.
for the Paris question? Would you consider that is in Paris? Yeah. Okay. Well,
Can you confirm
fair.
or deny you took a picture with a certain Austrian man near the Eiffel Tower?
I was very involved in art school at the time, and I would like to say that I did not, as much as any of the rest of you,
theater
have
school took
future
you
sight.
places. yeah.
So, you know, the life of
Very-
an artist
Venus
is
is
very
very big,
diverse.
yeah.
I've met a lot of different people.
The thing that we
Some
haven't
of them
told you is that Eric is
mustachioed
96 years
Austrians.
old and has been for the entire show. We're honestly,
I've been 96 years old since 2021.
Will and I have taken out a huge life insurance policy on Eric, and we just can't. One of these days, we know we'll be here when he dies, and hopefully recording it.
They think so. They don't even know about the elixir.
All right, politics, Will.
Yes.
Politics.
Yeah. So,
Did they take the elixir?
Iran, Israel had a supposed 12-day war.
Yeah, they had a little spat.
Low spat.
Oh, are they
Trump
done now?
said the fuck word on national television.
It
that not-
did. Yeah. Did you see that, Eric?
No, I
So,
mean, I
check
just
this
thought he
out.
already had at this point. To be honest.
Basically, Israel bombed Iran. U.S. came in and bombed them too.
Mhm.
Iran kind of reasonably went, okay, yeah, fuck that. So they shot a lot of missiles at Israel.
I remember
Hit a few
this.
sites, bunch of missiles got shot down, blah, blah, blah. Trump was like, cool it, everybody.
Mhm.
Both sides shot each other one more time.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember hearing about that.
And then
Trump got really mad
yeah,
on live
and then
television.
on his way to the helicopter, on his way to the NATO summit, I think.
yeah.
He went, You got two countries. I don't know. I don't do.
You got two sides that have been fighting each other so long and so hard, they don't know what the fuck is going on, all right? That's what's happening. And then he just turns around and walks to his helicopter.
Yeah, basically, after like a bit of questioning.
Yeah. It's pretty
I
cool,
stand by
honestly.
that statement for the most part. I mean, that of the offensive shit that Donald Trump has said.
Patrick, put it on screen and put Eric in the background.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
He
Put
literally
aerospace on Donald
stands.
Trump.
Yeah, he literally stands behind that.
Yeah,
Look.
he's just in there. Put him in a suit like he's like in the Secret Service.
Yeah,
Look.
put Eric's head on
Okay.
one of the Secret Service men in the background.
Only so many people can afford the elixir.
Yeah, I know.
All right, and you got to go where the money is.
God.
Okay.
I fucking hate summer in Mississippi, dude.
It's so humid.
It's so goddamn
At
hot.
5
You're wearing a bandana, and I don't even question it. I know exactly why you're wearing a bandana.
Yeah.
I cut off 4 years worth of hair.
Yeah, and I just put mine in a ponytail. But yeah.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make it any easier to find ticks crawling up the back of your head, does it?
Did I tell you that a woman at the local
Had a
grocery
tick
store
on her head?
Yes.
Such a
Her
dick.
head was actually a full tick. That was actually the problem.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
And
It's very
so you
simple.
shot her five.
Yeah, I
million
shot her
times.
5 times, but unfortunately, I did get Lyme disease, and so now that I have eaten the turnip greens, it has spread to you and Will. So
Mm.
I do have to let you know that you do have Lyme disease and probably AIDS.
well,
so you might wanna get
I already had AIDS, so
Oh well, Will?
Nah, I'll die tomorrow anyways.
Yeah, probably.
he's
You don't
dying for
last
the
that long.
revolution.
Yeah, that's true.
He's gonna go suicide.
Did you
bomb
shed
a,
your skin yet?
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
When you do, give that to me. I want that. I don't
Next-
keep any of your skins. I want to take this one. I want to put it up on the wall, like a mantle, like a like a horse
sure
or
it
a.
won't-
I
won't-
feel like you're obviously wasting it since it makes such a good soup base, but whatever.
No, actually, you know what? I'm going to take it and I'm going to make a coat out of it. That's much better with a
It's not-
hood.
just
I'll
don't
cut
for-
right underneath your neck and then make a hood out of it so that I can put your face on my head.
It's
Don't
not
forget
very
to salt it.
pristine skin though, with the AIDS and the what'd you say, tuberculosis?
Yeah, that
Which
was what
one
it
of
said. That's
those
why I said
makes
exactly
people have bad
tuberculosis.
skin?
Huh?
Which one of those makes people have bad skin?
Probably the AIDS.
Probably the AIDS. Yeah.
I mean, that's entirely circumstantial. AIDS just kills your immune system. What
yeah,
kills
so
you
I mean,
after
it
the
depends
fact
on what
is
you
irrelevant.
get. If
Oh,
you're
you get-
walking outside and you have AIDS, you're probably going to get shitty skin.
Yeah.
A wind brushing across you gives you the cold if you have AIDS.
I don't know.
I have
Magic
a cat
Johnson
with
has
AIDS.
nice skin. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Magic Johnson did the South Park thing. We all know that.
Yeah.
A
Don't,
large
don't drink
influx
after
of
Patrick's cat. You'll get it cat AIDS.
Yeah. What is it they say?
Why do you think I have
We
AIDS?
found it. The cure to AIDS. The cure to AIDS. What is it? What is it? A large influx of cash. About $10 million.
Yeah,
worth
$10
of
million injected directly into your veins.
That's such a good
And
goddamn-
he came out and just started yelling that to all the poor Africans like dying of AIDS in the
Yeah,
village.
I love
and they're
that
just
shit.
like, they just don't say anything. They just look at him like, oh, cool. So
Yeah.
nothing has changed.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Great.
Canada
we
and
knew
Europe
being filthy
have
rich
formed
makes
a
AIDS
mutual defensive
less
contract.
bad.
A mutual defense at Canada and Europe?
Yeah.
How much of
Wait,
Europe?
you mean as in like
European
without
Union.
us?
The European Union.
Okay, so like not
EU.
Estonia.
Not Russia.
Yeah, not Russia,
I don't
not
know if
Estonia.
Estonia's in the EU.
Well, were they in the
No
Holy
one
Roman
does.
Empire? Yes. That's true.
Estonians don't know if they're in the European Union.
No, the
But,
Estonians
like,
are constantly
they got,
in
like,
fear.
France and Germany,
Mostly of
and
rabbits.
Greece, and
They're very scared of
Italy,
rabbits there.
And
Anything that starts with an R, really.
Yeah.
Ever since Russia gave them the big scare. Just
Turkey, I
generally.
know, is in the EU.
You should see a math class
Turkey's in
filled
the
with-
EU.
I think so.
Yeah, I think.
Why
Turkey
would
is in the
Turkey
EU.
be in
Yeah.
the EU? They did what? Is Armenia?
No,
in
you
the-
know, maybe they're not. Actually, they're
I was
part of
gonna say,
NATO, but not
is
EU.
Turkey
Yeah, is
even-
Armenia in the EU?
Where's the
Because it can
cutoff?
only be one of them. They are not both joining a thing.
I
That's
have a
not
thought.
happening. That's
just
dangerous.
a random thought. Because I sit here and look at the fucking map of like Europe and Asia all the
Sure
time.
you do. The one I've got on the wall, the big map.
I like how we looked around. Like
Yeah, we both looked around. We were just like, does he have a map?
I've got one in my office.
Yeah, I think you do.
I
But anyway,
do. Wait, how do you know that? Have you been to my office? All right.
Anyway,
Yep. Ugh.
what were we talking about?
Something about
the
Turkey.
EU.
Oh, yeah.
Turkey in the EU.
So I keep playing all these Total War games, so I see maps of Europe constantly. What? Like, I know that the Middle East is Asia, but like, what? Not all of it.
It's Asia Minor.
No, yeah, the Middle East is Asia Minor.
Well, I
That's
mean,
the
there's
whole point
only
of
two
Asia Minor.
continents. There's Europe and Asia. There is
Yeah.
no third continent called Asia Minor.
Yeah,
So
correct.
does the line lie where?
It becomes Eastern Europe, and then it becomes the
Turkey,
Middle East.
ironically.
Yeah.
Turkey?
The
Is
Turkey
that
is
like
pretty
the only
much,
part
yeah.
of the Middle East?
Well, no, Turkey is like its own thing because no one wants to count it. So, like, here's the thing.
Nobody likes Turkey.
Turkey-
You know,
well,
no one.
Well, they
Turkey-
used to be like
so
the
here's
leaders
even
of
the
the Ottoman
Turkish don't
Empire.
like
No,
Turkey.
here's the funny thing about Turkey is Turkey wants to be European, but the Europeans don't really like Turkey because they're too far.
They're too Middle Eastern.
Yeah,
but
that's
the
like
Middle
ask-
Easterns like kind of want Turkey to be like
Yeah.
with them, but Turkey's like, but you give us a bad reputation.
Yeah, it's
So-
kind of like, what is
He's not
Kazakhstan?
wrong.
Like, what are they?
Yeah.
Are they Russian? Are they Middle Eastern?
Do
Are they
you-
Indian?
Could even half of the average Americans point that shit out on a map that wasn't labeled?
Kazakhstan?
No.
God damn, I hope so.
No, they could
Kazakhstan's a
not.
very big country.
No,
Oh.
they couldn't.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You know they couldn't.
Honestly, I don't think most of the Americans could point out fucking Mexico on a map.
I'm gonna be
But-
completely honest. Most Americans couldn't point out where all 50 states are, dude.
Let's be honest.
Like,
The only reason that we
Let's be
can
honest.
is because we played too much video games about map
motherfuckers
painting.
still say, yeah, but like, what about the other two states, like the 51st and 52nd? You know, Hawaii
Puerto
and
Rico and-
Alaska.
Well, what? What
This
is that
this
a
the
real
kind of-
thing?
Yeah, people
We
are
don't- I have
stupid
never
and
heard
say
somebody
that
say
all the
that.
time. Yeah,
Ugh, God,
because
I
there's
hate
like
being
the United States, and then they
alive.
see the two extras, and then they just think there's two extras.
Jesus Christ. I love
48th
being
and
here.
the 49th and 50th
I only
states are
find
not.
peace in the fact that the Russians have their own version of whatever that is.
So do you think the Iranians are going to develop nukes?
They,
I hope so. I mean, like,
They probably
realis-
will now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if they do, and we find out about it, we'll either get nuked or there won't be any quickly afterwards.
Yeah, my
Like,
thought
that's
process is
kinda
the
how
next
that's gonna
nuke they
go.
made is going straight to New York.
No,
And
if
it's
they get
going
a,
to
if they
probably
get a
go to
nuke now, the
Israel.
game changes. It's
Go to Israel.
it's a
Yeah,
completely
okay.
different world at that point because it's like
'Cause that's just a
now
matter
we
of-
can't touch them. Otherwise,
Iran with a nuke? Honestly, the issue
Becomes part of
becomes
the
how many
deterrence
nukes
issue.
they got, because America might be okay with like losing LA.
I was going to say they
I
would
mean,
lose LA. Like no,
that's
I
the
don't
trick,
think any
though.
American city would be hit. It would be Tel Aviv or whatever the capital.
Tel
Tel
Aviv.
Aviv.
Yeah, would be the one that's targeted, right?
The televideo.
Television.
You think that they would hit? You think they'd hit Israel with their nuke?
yes.
They hate Israel.
Yeah, I know, but
They
like,
hate us
that's
because we
like
don't hate
shooting-
Israel.
I don't know. That's like you hate.
No, they
me,
hate
so-
us because we use Israel as
support
an
Israel.
aircraft carrier to bomb their cities and
Yeah,
civilians.
Well,
that's
that
like coming
too,
into my
but-
house and saying you hate me and then shooting my dog, and then expecting not to get
if
shot.
you use your dog as like an attack dog every day to come bite my leg, no, to bite my like wife or daughter, maybe, maybe.
your wife or dog.
If we're like,
don't know, man.
Yeah,
If
if we're being
everyone's-
realistic about it, it's not you. It's your brother, your dad, your wife, and
well,
daughter.
I'm just lucky. I haven't
yeah,
been
you're
attacked
the
yet.
only one that hasn't been attacked, and therefore you have taken
Because
out
like
the
let's,
mantle.
let's think, it's not like this isn't a vacuum. We're forgetting we just spent 20 years dismantling Afghanistan.
Now you're trying to make a
Iraq,
caliphate out of your
Pakistan.
house so that you can get everybody in your area to come attack me. Yeah, I get it. And I don't blame you either. Fuck my dog. Honestly, if I had a choice, I'd kill my dog right now. Look at his smug ass sleeping in his goddamn cage.
Oh, I thought you were talking
asshole.
about Tally for a second there.
No, Tolly's a sweet little angel. Don't you dare fucking
Tolly
harm
is
her.
the Canada of this house.
You're an amazing
Yeah,
dog,
she is.
Tomo.
Oh, did you
Don't
see that?
listen.
Apparently, we're like, I don't remember exactly the exact words said, but we're basically like canceling all trade talks with Canada.
With Canada.
Yeah,
That seems
more
wildly
maple syrup.
inconvenient.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know why, but Trump. No, seriously, I don't know what
Like
it
the
is.
entire northern border of the United States is Canada.
Yeah,
like,
my
that's-
immediate thought was like, so no more maple syrup. That's
Well,
a big sad.
aluminum, potassium.
I gotta be honest.
Bananas,
oil.
bananas, aluminum foil.
Bananas don't have as much potassium as you think, and also not the only source. And also, we get most of ours from Canada.
Bananas?
No, potassium.
Oh, I was
No,
going to say,
we get-
they
we
don't
get
grow
those-
bananas in Canada.
We get those from South America.
Yeah, yeah. We had a war about that. We know where those come
No,
from.
no.
About to kill you with this fucking bottle if you don't fucking
What
shut
is
up.
it? Chiquita Banana had a war over that.
What?
America didn't have anything to do
A
with it.
company had a war over.
Oh,
not us.
Chiquita Banana.
Yeah, like not we didn't do it. Just a company that happened to be from the place we're from completely ransacked a country.
Yeah.
Trump hates Canada for some reason.
I don't blame him. I hate him too. Fuck those
Because
guys.
they're kind of like us, just more liberal
They're
and a
too
little bit more
goddamn
English.
nice. They're too
And a
goddamn
little bit more
but they're,
French,
like one of our
somehow at
they're
the same time.
literally probably our closest ally. Like actually,
Quite
up until
literally
this
on a
point.
map. Yes, our closest
Literally
ally.
and figuratively our closest ally.
Yeah.
but not now.
Yeah. No.
Because if
Yep,
you, if
now
you,
Mexico's
I would
getting up
encourage
there.
everyone actually to go listen to Mark Carney's speech that he gave.
Who the fuck is Mark Carney? Is
Current
he the
Someone
guy-
Prime
neither of us
Minister
are going
of-
to ever listen to.
Yeah, the Carney. Is he a guy who owns a carnival?
He's the current Prime Minister of Canada.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Whoops.
Oh, I love.
Never
that I
mind.
had
We
no-
actually might hear something from him
Yeah,
at
I
some
thought that
point.
was
I take that
Trudeau or
back.
whatever.
No, he resigned.
Well, yes, and then they had an election, and Mark Carney, the Liberals won, and they elected Mark Carney to be the party leader.
Ugh, the liberals won.
Mhm.
So wait, are you against them because they're basically liberals now? Because they're not communists, they're liberals.
I mean, on the large, they are just a election of bourgeoisie corporate elites. So, like,
Mhm.
yeah, on the large.
Yeah,
pretty much.
The more left-leaning United States is still not left-leaning
Wait,
enough.
are you pretty much only in favor of people who have no money? So like your
No,
Hades, your Dominican Republics, your Banana Republics.
I'm in favor of labor.
Oh, okay. So Banana
Yep, as
Republic,
long-
the
as long as
company,
people
not
are-
the idea.
As long as the slaves are in the fields, he's good.
Will just fucking rolled his eyes and got actually mad. I saw you get actually mad, faggot. Don't you deny it. Banana Republic is a hilarious name for a business, and you know it. That was a horrible
That is the
thing we
name
did.
of a business.
We did that to some people, and somebody out there was like,
Fairly
you know what?
certain
I'm
Banana
fucking-
Republic
we're gonna make a-
we're gonna name it a
Wait,
business.
doesn't Banana Republic make like shorts or something? They're not even
they
like
made
a
like
fruit
polos
company.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're just
like they're not
Hollister.
even a fucking.
They're just
not a fruit
Abercrombie or
company.
Hollister. No, they named it like that's the most egregious, worst thing you could name a company. That would be like I start a company and I call it the Holocaust. Just like, come on in.
If you're the company that currently
You
owns
sell-
half of
you
South
sell
America,
clothes
it's
from
not
Israel.
low on the
I
nose.
sell clothes, but they always have a yellow star on the arm.
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh my!
Or like a number somewhere on them.
If you were wearing your clothes one day and
Well,
then
clothes
you
do have a
realized
number somewhere.
for
on
some
them. It's
reason
on the
you-
tag.
yeah, that's true.
That all clothing has
Is
that.
there a number on the tag?
There's lots of numbers.
Someone look. Do you guys have tags on your shirt?
I don't actually. I've got numbers on
I've
it.
got a tagless
but I don't have
one, but it
tags.
does have.
You have
Yeah.
numbers on your shirt?
Yeah, I
numbers.
do. It's the ones that they tattooed on there after I went into the camps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
It actually came off of my skin and it's on the shirt because I've been wearing it so long.
Yeah.
But
So like your real tattoo is like a fake tattoo for other people. You can just kind of brand it on them by like rubbing against them when you're hot
yes,
and
and I
wet.
do all the time. Why do you think like half of your left arm is black?
I just assumed that was from having dated black people 5 years ago. So.
That and probably the drinking.
Yeah.
Probably the
Uh,
And the fact that I'd like tied that rubber band around it like 3 months ago and it's just been kind of sitting there. Doesn't really work right anymore.
Guy who does heroin for the first time and
Forgets to undo the thing.
never takes the fucking strap off. Thinks it's
see
part
that?
of
Just
doing
tourniquets
heroin.
his arm and
Yeah.
just has a dead arm.
You see that on TV a lot, where like before the cut, they just like they shoot up the heroin and then they never undo it. They just lay back.
Yeah, no, that's how it works in
they
real
pass
life.
out.
Yeah. No, that does rule. I would like to see a guy who just thinks that
I'm fairly
doing
certain
heroin means you wear the
the-
bandana.
There was a
thing-
guy, I don't remember his name, but in India, he raised his arm like this. He just held his arm up here, and he did that for 20-something years.
Yeah. It's the dumbest shit in the world.
And his arm was like shriveled.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
people would
imagine
come
that.
by and then like help him hold his arm up. That was a thing. Like it was like a whole culture thing where people
Imagine
would be like,
that was your hobby. Like you're like
my
talking.
hobby?
Yeah,
I would
well,
kill
of course
myself.
I mean, that wouldn't be your job. Who's going to pay you to
That's
do
true.
that?
Honestly, I
This
don't know.
guy, he's not making any
Guinness
money.
Book of World Records, you get money for that?
No.
I
Okay,
would
well, then,
use
yeah.
that hand to grab a gun and kill myself, obviously.
Yeah, some guy comes by,
He was
instead of
doing it for
holding
his-
your arm up, he just puts a gun in your hand. And
I go, oh, thank God, and then immediately blow my brains out.
But it was his.
I have been
doing it-
asking for this for 20 years.
Hi, I'm with Guinness
And
Book of
no
World
one-
Records. I'm here to see the guy that's held his hand up for the last 27
You're
years.
late. I'm sorry. He just shot himself.
Just killed
His
himself.
fucking skull is all over the fucking
we were about to
concrete.
award him $100,000 for his effort. He's like, I've been living in abject poverty for 20 years.
Ah!
I
God.
haven't had more than one meal a day in 15 years.
Pretty sure he did it for religious reasons.
No, he actually did it because he couldn't afford a bullet. That was the reason he did it.
He was raising his hand. He said, "Me first, please." He said, "Please, God, just end it. I live in India. I'm basically already in hell."
This show fucking rules. That's such a goddamn visual. No, that might be the thumbnail. That might be the thumbnail.
Just that guy with a
No, just his dead body. Just his dead body on the ground. Goyaba,
We can make
if you're
it happen.
listening, please draw the dead guy. That I have
Thank you,
piriformis
Goyaba. You're the
syndrome.
best.
I have piriformis syndrome, which means like my left buttocks is constantly making pain radiate down my left leg.
Oh.
And laughing like that has inflamed the shit out of that.
My lower back still hurts from last recording.
From last recording. What
Yeah.
did you do? Fart real hard? Like, what are you talking
No,
about?
I'm 36 years old, sir. I stood in a doorway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mind you, I wasn't like pulling or pushing on anything. I was just standing in a doorway, and it suddenly just got super tense and has stayed that way for
What's your
2
stretching
weeks.
like? You stretch every night?
My lower back.
I thought you were just going to
Yeah.
be like, yeah, my lower
Yeah, I do intense yoga before sleep every night.
It doesn't have to be intense. You can just do
That's to get to your lower back.
All right,
No, you can
yeah,
just
but
do-
check
Do you
this
know
out.
what
He does have a
stretches-
lower part of his body that he stretches every night. We
Oh, I
all know
do.
that. We
Yeah.
all
No,
know
you
that
can do the
first.
cobra.
Sometimes in the morning.
You can do the cobra thing.
Well, definitely not at work.
No, dude, you can do the cobra
definitely.
thing.
Never at work.
And then like that thing where you lay down and you grab your leg and you like move it over. That targets the lower back.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
but it
listening to
shitty
you.
targets the lower back. If you really want to get it, you got to do this number.
Well, I was listening to you recently on another episode that somebody sent me for a clip. They wanted me to be like, what, about this thing? Yeah, okay, yeah. Just stand up and just do some stretches real quick, Eric. Yeah, just take the
Yeah,
blanket
goodbye.
from my dog and do some stretches.
The dog's like, why are you
Yeah,
bullying
the
me?
dog's like, what the fuck, dude? But anyways, you were talking about like yesterday on the
Yeah.
recording that you were gooning all day yesterday.
Oh yeah,
And when's the last time that occurred? If he farts on you, this is gonna be so funny.
I know, right?
Damn it, I shouldn't have brought that up. Now you're
Yeah.
leaning away. Eric's doing some very impressive shit. He's doing like some yoga type of thing.
Yeah, I don't
Eric,
think
if
that-
you will take your pants off and I can get a picture of you like that, that will be the thumbnail. I hope somebody can. I hope your microphone picked that up. Eric was laying on his back and he put his feet behind his head.
I don't know how effective that is though. But I'm talking like do the cobra thing, Eric.
If I did that, I would probably be screaming. Like, no lie. If you forced me into that position, I would be screaming.
do the cobra thing where you like push up like this.
Get back on the microphone, you fucking
You know what I'm talking
chud.
about? Where you push up off the ground like this?
Oh, you mean like fucking dog or whatever.
Downward
whatever
dog,
that's called.
yeah,
Fuck-
what-
yeah, fucking dog.
Yeah, it's
That's
fucking
like
dog.
First position. That's like, okay.
It's usually second
Is this
position
your-
for me,
But
but,
like
thank
that,
you very much.
But
I
like
like,
that,
I like
that
to start
targets like
missionary.
this area specifically.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Yeah, it
you're
does.
on your belly and you push up.
You
Why
sounded
would
so
compressing
defeated from that.
stretch it?
You sounded so disappointed. Yeah,
You have to pull it to stretch it.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're right. Will does know everything about stretching.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
dog is
I
so
mean, Will-
nervous now. She's literally coming to me being like, what's going on? He took the blanket.
Will was in ballet and taekwondo for the better part of a decade, and
Yeah.
used to hang out with sports.
Did you see that? I just
coaches
leaned
good
on the
bit, so,
table
yeah.
and I had a striking pain go down my left leg, and I had to actually sit up and like exhale very roughly.
All I know
Well, I'm
is
glad
I
that
do
it's getting
that
shared.
and I don't have back problems.
Yeah, give
Yeah.
it 10 years, young buck.
Also, give it my genetics, and we'll see how your back is.
You just inject me with your genetics.
Yeah, I use fucking CRISPR on
I
you while
wake-
you're
if
sleeping.
If you fall
wake up-
asleep at Patrick's house, he will inject you with some genetics.
Honestly, that's what I've been doing to all my guests recently. I've been taking my
Yep.
DNA and injecting them with the CRISPR vaccine.
I
So just-
just wake up on a hospital table. Just beep, beep.
just know,
hey. I had a
Reggie-
scientist.
Is that my voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, I had a I had a scientist come by and make you have my genetic information.
That's right, Reggie. That's right, Cleeper. You're gonna be me.
I guess in my mind, you're the Reno 911 guy.
yeah. I'm the guy with the skates walking around in his fucking short
Nick
shorts.
Swartzen doing his thing. Yeah.
Is that Nick Swartzen?
Yeah, it's Nick Swartzen.
Really? I did not
What
put that
happened to
together.
him?
He's
like-
dead.
What?
He's dead. Yeah, he's been dead
Died.
for a while.
How the fuck did he die?
He
Look
killed
it up on
himself.
No.
Oh.
Use the AI.
Oh, okay. Well, that's sad. I liked him. I thought he was funny. He was a funny actor, and he had some funny
How did
stand-up
Nick
methods.
Swartzen kill himself? We'll get that answer here in just a second.
Could have said, "How did Nick Swartzen die?" But
no, he
you gotta...
killed himself. I know that he killed himself. So
Put like a
was he one of the guys that did the
put a bell noise as a transition there, as like when he says, "We'll find out later."
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Actually, just use that.
Or
just
like a-
use,
like-
just use that. Ding. I understand your question, but I want to clarify clinical.
Is it trying
Nick
to give us?
Swartzen is alive.
As
of 2024. Yeah. Oh.
You guys are losers. He didn't kill himself at all.
What might have caused this confusion? Misinformation,
that'll
dark
do it.
humor, or name confusion? Yeah,
Or
it might
maybe
have
our
been name
friends
confu-
are fucking stupid.
Yeah, that could be it.
No, it could just be I want to tell Eric that one of the people he respects is dead. That could be that could
You
have something
are
to do
really
with it.
good at gaslighting people.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I mean, like especially the AIs. We got to do some more episodes with the AIs.
Hey, let's
do.
ask the
That
AI
was a
stuff
good
right
one.
now.
We'd have to get the fucking cable out. We'll do it next episode. Next episode, we'll get on character AI. We'll talk to some AIs. All right.
Okay, I want to talk to Master Chief.
Okay,
I want to
yeah.
talk to.
Okay, first of all, can you ask Master Chief how he feels about Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Ask
ask
him if
Master
he's-
Chief
wanna
if
talk
he
to
supports
Ocelot again.
Mao.
Yes,
he supports Chairman
Israel
Mao.
or Palestine, Master Chief.
Yeah.
What's his name? His real name?
John.
John. Okay, yeah.
John
And
117.
refer to him that way instead of referring to him as Master Chief.
Excuse me, John.
Yeah.
How do you think we could solve the?
Just leave it for the next episode, Will. We're actually going to do that.
Ask
I'll get
him.
the cable out and everything. We can do that shit.
Okay.
Ask him how he would solve the Israel-Palestine crisis
I want to know if he'd like One
with
Piece.
his battle shotgun.
I want to know.
He would just say,
Sir,
I think that...
sir, I'm taking the bombs back to the IDF.
Yeah. He'd be like, I believe
Or no, I think the line would probably go, "Sir, I'm giving the IDF the bombs back."
Yeah, something
Probably,
like that.
something like
They
that.
probably
Why do you,
yeah,
why do
right,
you
yeah.
assume that
Patrick, put a rim
that he-
shot.
Master Chief would be
I'm a
attacking
communist.
Israel?
Why do you think?
Yeah, Master Chief
Yeah,
would be a communist.
He's an
You're right. That is,
communist.
yeah.
You know.
Let me ask you this, Will. Do you think that Master Chief is a communist?
No.
Master
no,
Chief
Probably
Chief
not. Probably
hates
not.
the Jews. This is well
In
known.
fact, not at all. If you
He
go
has
by the
been
lore of those games, he
anti-Israel.
is
Definitely
he
a
really,
fascist.
He really be helping the oppressors.
Yeah, he really do be a fascist.
he was
for
made by the oppressors.
sure was.
Yeah,
He
honestly.
All
sure
of the
was.
Spartans are
Genetically
brainwashed,
made to
genetically
oppress.
modified children.
Master
Who were
Chief
made-
genetically made to oppress.
Okay, Halo 7
Yes,
comes
he
out.
was. He was. In fact, the fucking Spartans were specifically designed
We
to
all know
oppress
the
Yes,
lore.
we
humans.
all
We
know.
all know we've
Halo
all
7
played
comes
Reach.
out. It's revealed that Master Chief was actually a Jewish child that they took and made into a fascist.
Makes sense. All Jew children are killers.
It's
Fleet
true.
Admiral, Fleet Admiral, baby. What do we need to do?
Hey, look. I was watching some Hassan Piker the other
yeah,
day, and I'm
yeah.
fairly certain that Jewish children are
Did you see that,
valid targets of
Hassan,
war.
Did you see that
BBB
Greta-
pressing the button, being like, "Master Chief, to the bridge now."
Did you say that Greta tried to like sail into Palestine or to Gaza?
Yeah,
Sail?
she got
She literally
detained.
tried to
She got
sail.
Sail.
Yeah.
Bitch got detained and deported.
Big
Who'd have
surprise.
guessed it?
Do you think that they saw her and were like, "You little bitch"?
I think they saw her and went, "Why did you do this publicity
Do you
stunt?"
think they
I
raped
think they
her
saw
first?
her and then
No.
they did the
Realistically,
same
they
thing.
could have.
Greta's so well
This is
known,
the
probably
Israelites.
not of.
I'm pretty sure that they saw
This
her.
is
I think
Israel we're
she-
talking about.
I think she is lucky though, because say whatever you believe, Israel is known for shooting humanitarian workers. You
yeah,
can look,
and
it's
just
all over the
fucking
news.
media
Yeah.
people.
She is
Thank
lucky
God
she didn't get shot.
Hamas has never shot
Or
any
raped
innocent
a woman.
people.
Yeah.
Or
You're
anything.
confusing an actual terrorist
Houthis.
organization who doesn't follow the rules with a fully funded military who should be following the rules.
We'll
rules
ask
of war.
Master Chief how he feels about shooting Greta Thunberg in the next episode.
Yeah.
We should start. We should we're writing these down. Hold on. Why are we not? Why are we not writing down these beautiful ideas for questions
Is
to
Master
ask Master
Chief
Chief?
Oh no, I love your little notebook.
What
here,
is
though.
what is an economist? No. Environmentalist.
What about an environmentalist?
Is Master
Greta
Chief
Thunberg?
No, is Master Chief an environmentalist?
No.
How do you know?
Because he would just be
if
like,
there's no
everything on Earth
context
is
for him
glass.
being
I don't know what you're talking about.
And he would be like, and we need to protect our national glass forest.
Yes,
So
we
it
do
is-
need to protect those national glass
We need
monuments.
to reintroduce glass wolves so they can take care of the glass buffalo.
Yes, would Master Chief?
Do you know they're not actual any buffalo in America?
Yeah, we killed them all.
They're bison.
Yeah, we killed all the.
Yeah.
But we
the-
call them buffalo.
Yeah, because people are
'Cause they
dumb,
look-
and then they were like, "I want there to be buffalo."
Fairly
and then
certain
there's
we-
not any buffalo.
Fairly
I'm gonna
certain
say
we
it's
call them
dumb.
buffalo.
I think humanity just regretted themselves and was just like, let's just call them buffalo and pretend it didn't
All right,
happen.
what all are we asking Master Chief? I've got Israel versus Palestine. Would he kill Greta Thunberg? What's up next, boys?
Thunberg.
Does
Is
he
he-
believe in Jesus?
Make it sound like
Oh,
Thornberg.
does he believe in Jesus?
Well, he damn well should. Half his damn games are just Bible metaphors.
Honestly, this is
flood
just an
coming
advertisement
into-
for the next episode now. We're 55 minutes in. We have to do a Master Chief AI next episode. We have no
Cool.
choice.
So, like, the flood comes in and wipes the entire slate clean.
I want to
Halos.
crucify him at the end and find
John
out.
117.
Yes, okay. I want to. Okay, listen to me.
That
Listen
doesn't
to
mean
me.
anything to me.
We have to
The
crucify
Bible
him.
verse.
We have to crucify him before the episode's over. That has to be a
Oh.
thing. We need crucified
John?
Master. Yeah, the
We did-
same way that we did with Lubu
okay. And
Ro-
Sonic.
pretty
the
much
Hedgehog.
everybody. Yeah, it's Sonic the
So
Hedgehog.
write
we
down-
ran
no,
Sonic.
I
but-
was gonna say we gang raped
Write
Sonic.
down.
Fucking mine. Piece of shit. Mine.
Write down.
We'll
do
see about
you
that.
believe you have
What are
a
you, Revolver
special
Ocelot?
connection with God?
Do you believe?
We're gonna lead him to believe that he's the Messiah.
Okay, I'm gonna do something terrible to him, and then I'm gonna ask him to pray to Jesus to get saved.
We did
we
that
gotta,
to
make,
Lubu.
we gotta
That's
make him
pretty good.
believe. We gotta gaslight him to believing he is Jesus.
Okay, do you believe in the Messiah? Is that what you said?
Yeah, except
Okay.
switch Jesus for Messiah. And
Okay.
then that one is, do you have a special relationship with God?
What? Do
'Cause we
you have
want
a Does he
We
believe
converted
in the
Lubu
Messiah?
to Christianity.
Okay.
Well, we want to gaslight John into believing he's Jesus.
Okay.
So that way we can crucify him.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be into it.
Yeah, if he's not the
yeah.
Savior, why would we crucify him?
Yeah. Does he have a special relationship with God? Okay, yeah. I hope he's not one of those Revolver Ocelot AIs where it just turns whatever you're doing into a sexy like porno.
Hey,
ask,
we'll see.
Ask if he likes the Romans.
Okay, yeah, that's always a good question to ask fascists. Yeah. That'll give us a lot of information right off the bat. Yeah, do you like the Romans? All
How do you
right.
feel about Roman salutes? Ask him
Ask him to take off his mask.
if he could sacrifice himself for all of humanity, would he?
That's just a,
yeah, okay, yeah.
that's well known, I want to say, generally
Yeah, but it's a
speaking.
leading question, you
He
see.
kind
it
of
is.
tries to do it like 8 times in the series. But
Yeah, but we want him to admit to it. We want him to feel those feelings that he got when he was saving humanity 8 times.
Wait, actually, if we lead him to all of this and then at the end we crucify Cortana instead of him, is it better or worse?
I don't know. How do you crucify a hologram?
On a holographic cross.
We'll
How do
crucify
you think?
both of them.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I guess
yeah.
that's a dumb question. You're right. That's a good answer to that
I
question.
hack Cortana's AI and I put her on a cross.
Ask him if
Holographic
it.
9-inch nails through her tiny little palms.
would he accept followers, 12 disciples.
That's not
Would
what
he
9 Inch Nails is talking about, is it?
Yeah, that's what 9-inch nails is about. This is 9-inch nails they put into Jesus. You didn't know
That's-
that? That's a very, very well-known
I've
fact.
never heard anyone reference the size of the nails that they
The
put
Roman
into
nails were
Jesus's.
always 9 inches because the fucking crosses were so goddamn thick. It's a Roman Catholic thing. It's not
Well,
like a
I
thing
mean-
that Protestants talk about, so you wouldn't hear it in Mississippi.
To be fair, I mean, you would need a pretty long
That's not true.
iron
We have
spike
two
to hold
Catholic
someone
churches
up.
that-
That's
nearby.
true. We do have 2 Catholic churches.
Yeah.
What was the question?
You're
I'm sorry.
Catholic.
Ask if he would accept disciples.
Oh, yeah, accept disciples.
He says this. He's Catholic. Well, he was raised Catholic anyway.
Yeah, I'm very Catholic. That's right. When I argue with my wife and tell her that I hate all Christians, I claim to be Catholic.
Yes.
See? That's how you get around it.
You were raised Catholic.
Where do we go from
I,
here
was,
to get
I
him
certainly
to,
was.
How do we,
I
In
can't
all
wait to
fairness.
die a saint, just like
Oh.
John 3:14 or whatever.
Ask-
117.
Oh, yeah, 117.
if
What was that? Wait, what is John 117?
how do you get him?
That's the designation for
No, I mean
Master
the
Chief.
the verse. You fucking
Fuck
retard.
me, I've never read the Bible.
Damn it. Okay, yeah, I'm looking that
For
up.
God so loved the
That
world.
shit be boring.
Yeah. It is for the law was given through Moses. Grace and truth came through Jesus Christ.
I don't think that has anything to do with Halo.
No, I don't think so. For the law was given through Moses. Grace and truth came through Jesus Christ.
I see it now.
Yeah.
It's talking about the Arbiter.
Okay, yeah, the arbiter is the law.
The arbiter
He's
is
the
Moses.
arbitration of the law.
Yeah.
The arbiter is Moses, and John is Jesus Christ, and
Okay.
he's bringing the law.
Okay. Can we ask him about his particular feelings about John 1:17 in the Bible, verse John 1:17?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Unless
I like
you're
how you're
gay.
really on board ever since you figured out that like we can ask AI whatever we goddamn want.
I-
The last video really did do a number on you. It has made you into a monster, and I hope you know that.
Yeah, I mean, I want to feed razor blades to children. I mean, it's
We all do, Eric. That's
Ask
not
Master
special.
Chief if he'd put razor blades in candy.
Okay.
and how many?
How many? Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if the AI will even let us ask that
The
question.
No, it
AI will definitely go with what you're saying. So if we ask him why did he keep putting all those razor blades in that ice cream at that preschool, he will have to come up with an explanation.
John 117's fucking voice being like, I thought they were the covenant.
Do it. Write that one down.
Yeah,
Ask
yeah.
him why he put the razor blades in the ice cream
And
at
why-
the preschool.
Did you do it?
Why did you do it? Why?
All right. This has been the AnythingCast. Thank you for listening. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric.
I'm Will